Hey guys, Evan Ork here, back with another live stream. How are we today, my guys? This is now probably the longest time in maybe years that I went without going live. Before this stream, it's, I think, almost a month ago from this week that I last streamed, and I don't really have the greatest excuses for it, to be quite honest with you. What I do know is that I was on vacation. I was in Paris for spring break, which was 2 weeks ago, and I think there was 1 week where I had homework. And last week I filmed my fan film, or a film rather, and it was just I couldn't do that and stream at the same time, so I decided to cancel the stream, and it was just a lot of back and forth. But the point is that now we are live. So give me just 1 second here. The people who are in the chat, hang on. Hang on. All right. So we are live. So this is going to be a normal YouTube discussion. Like last time, I believe the last time I was live was a normal YouTube discussion, because again, there's not many things I can do or say, or I mean, talk about that's new, right? So I'm working on the fan film right now. I have, sorry, just give me 1 second. I don't know how much I have done of it so far. I believe I have 36 scenes filmed. No, I have 37 scenes filmed. Let me just confirm with you guys this right now. I think I give you guys this kind of update because, you know, why not? Edits. So I have 37 scenes filmed, 36 scenes edited, and 21 scenes exported. And I hope to export every scene after 21 once I get in the VFX and the music from GPTV, who's doing the VFX, and Robo's doing the music. So I have to wait for them to do the VFX for this buttload of scenes that I gave Hayden, his GPTV. And once I get those in, I will then move them over to Robo, where he will do the music. But in any case, let me say hello to the people in the chat. Hello, Jacob. How you doing, man? Godzilla not. Having finally early for us. Let's go. Nice, nice, nice. Glue seal. Yeah, of course you're going to open up with that. Well, I don't really have a figure to show you that it's a glue seal. My birthday did pass, by the way. I didn't have a birthday haul because this is actually the first time. And by the way, I turned 18. This is actually the first time. My birthday's April 24th. And this is the first time I had a birthday where I really didn't know what to get. And I didn't end up getting anything. What I did end well, that's not true. What I did end up getting was 2 Visa gift cards, each with $100. So $200 of Visa gift cards, which I guess because it's a normal YouTube talk, I could ask you guys, what do you guys think I should get with those $200? It's up to, you know, maybe it gets some recommendations in chat. What would you get if you had $200 of Visa gift cards? I also got these AirPods. First time I ever got AirPods, which is, you know, very late to the game, I know, but this was yesterday, and it's a late birthday gift. I got these yesterday. How are things going on, man? Pretty good. How about you? It's Jakob. No, I know it was you. Don't worry. Don't worry. I know your real name. And by the way, Jakob, just so you know, I will ideally upload the fan review show episode for Yako 2 next Monday, and if not next Monday, the next Tuesday. That's the goal. I have to... ideally next Monday. If not next Monday, then next Wednesday. I've been intending to release that for the longest time, but there was technical difficulties, as you know, and also the fact that you made a new cut. And I'm just hoping that the Yako 2 you have up now, the cut, the director's cut, is going to stay up, because that's, of course, what I'm going to be reviewing. I don't want to be making a review on something that's not there. But, you know. But that's that. So, yeah, hopefully you guys will, hopefully you'll be ready for that next Monday. Like I said, it's next Monday or next Wednesday. It's one of the two. Let me see here. What do we got here? Okay. Please show City 2, please. No, absolutely not. What's going on with you guys, though? I asked you guys the question. If you said you don't know, right? You don't know what I should get with $200 of Visa gift cards. I don't know either. I just asked for it because, you know, it's some money that you can spend at any time, anywhere, at any place. Because Visa gift cards are the best. For the longest time I was given Amazon gift cards as a gift, but it's like Amazon is restrictive because it's simply to Amazon, and Amazon doesn't really have that good of stuff anymore. Um, you know, I don't know. It's just at least for Godzilla stuff, and I don't even know if I want Godzilla figures anymore. Like I know it sounds depressing. I don't even know if I've ever actually said this openly in chat, but guys, I think I'm done with figure collecting. In the sense that um, in the sense that uh, I don't know. I mean, I'm not really interested in getting them as much. Um, I don't know how to describe it. It's just it's just I don't have that urge to get them anymore. And even that's even been happening for the last few years, because I've been busy with what you call it. Well, even when I get figures, it's like this thing where if I were to get them for Christmas, for instance, I used to be really, really excited for them, and now it's kind of just like, I don't know how to describe it. It's just the thrill is just not there anymore. So I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of done with it. Um, Let me see here. Okay, no worries with the review. I can't wait for the review, and yes, the current cut will stay up. That's great. No, buy more toys. Nah, man, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, I don't have the urge to get them anymore. I don't really have that craving that I used to get, where it was like, oh man, I really need to get a Godzilla figure. Like, I just that feeling just that's been uh, that's been gone. I don't know. It's sad to admit, um, but you know, it's just I don't really have it anymore in me, and I don't even have any more figure space. Let alone, I mean, oh my god, if you guys would only see my shelf, I have no figure space whatsoever. Um, it is kind of sad, but I'm not really interested in getting them anymore, and um, what can I say? Let me see here. Imagine buying Godzilla toys. I sold mine yet. No, you did not sell yours yesterday. I know that for a fact. I don't know what you would have bought, but I also don't know. I know you're probably not going to buy much more, but I don't know what you're going to sell. I don't plan on selling my Godzilla figures. I want to keep them, pass them down to my kids and whatnot. I have a bunch of Marvel figures though that I might want to sell because that's different. That's like how do I put it? That's like who needs that as much? You know what I'm saying? Um, but yeah, let me see here. I'm also doing okay, Evan. I'm working on the sequel with an entirely new crew, which includes my friend and can you go for your bro storyboarding right now? Oh, nice. Storyboarding it like in detail, or you just it's very rough. Like how would you characterize the storyboarding? Because I know I'm not really a big storyboard guy, and I know it's important, and I know if you want to be a filmmaker, you got to know about storyboarding. I'm not saying you don't, but for my own sake, it's just an extra bit of time that I don't really have because I can really envision what I want to create without really needing to create a storyboard. But it is, of course, necessary. It's not to say storyboarding is ridiculous. Storyboarding is always important. It's just a matter of, um, it's just a matter of what you call it. Um, um, Sorry, I blanked out. It's just a matter of what was it? Oh my god, what was I just saying? I'm sorry, I just saw something distracting and I got confused. It's just a matter of what was it? Praying without really. Oh, storyboarding. Yeah, storyboarding. See, I have to sometimes rewatch what I just said in the actual stream in and of itself, like 30 seconds prior, to just get a hint as to what I'm looking at. Just to get in as what I was saying. But yeah. Let me see here. Scene by scene, how the character arc goes, and so on in detail. In detail is impressive. because the more detail you get, it's just harder to it's just harder to follow it exactly as you want. I mean, actually, I take it back. If you are animating the film, which I know you are, then storyboarding is much more necessary actually, because when you're using practical stuff, I mean that really is to your own. I mean, like me, for instance, when I'm using practical stuff, I don't really need a storyboard because I can kind of set things up and play with things as they are, and just see how it works out. But with animation, because you want to make sure that it looks right, you kind of have to storyboard it. So for your sake, I actually get why it's a necessity. But for me, I hope you can understand it's not. Um, but yeah, let me see here. What's up? Hello, Clorox. Welcome to the stream. Let me see this. $1,000 well made. No, I know you didn't actually sell them. I could make some money by selling those Marvel figures, though. Do you like the Planet of the Apes movies? I do. I love the Planet of the Apes movies. Did you see the new Planet of the Apes? Because I want to see it, but I love them. I know everyone loves the trilogy, but I also gotta love the original. You gotta love the originals. I mean, without them, none of this would have ever happened. The original Planet of the Apes movie from 1968 is great, as is Beneath Planet of the Apes, the sequel, which in my opinion might actually be better than the first one. But those two of the 5 original Planet of the Apes movies, those two are the only good ones. The remaining 3 all suck. They get worse. Excuse me. They get worse gradually, but let me watch City 2. Absolutely not, man. No way. Time to invest in stocks. Well, I don't know. I would be cautious with that. Investing in stocks is a risky business here. Dr. Gigglefart, welcome to the stream. Oh, by the way, I forgot to say, guys, I think I posted it on my Instagram story, but thank you guys for 1,400 subscribers. This is great. We will hopefully continue and reach to 1,500. I'd like, even though I don't think it's possible, but you never want to say it's impossible. I'd like to reach 1,500 before the school before the year ends. I almost said school year, but that won't happen because that's in a month, and I just hit 1,400. But I hope to hit 1,500 before 2024 ends, which again, not practical. It's probably not going to happen because what can I say? It's um, well, like 1,407 to be specific, and that's like what? Let me do the math. 93 remaining subscribers. So you can only hope. Um, but yeah. Well, look at that. Let me see this. I didn't see it. It didn't work out, but I'll see by next week. Trust. Caesar in the trilogy is one of the best. Yeah, no, it is true. Caesar does have a really good character arc. Caesar is important in the original films too, but to be honest, the original films are more focused on the astronauts that land in the future and witness the Planet of the Apes. Having control, right? The original one is astronauts from the past. Um, arrive in the future, way in the future. I wish I could actually let me look up what year does the original Planet of the Apes take place? Oh my God, 3978. Isn't that crazy? George Taylor, Charlton Heston crashed an unknown planet. Yeah, wow, it's amazing. It's the canonical year. 3978. That is insane. Let's see. 39. Yeah. Wow. The Statue of Liberty reveal at the end is just so classic. Oh my God, you have to love it. Let me see this. Making the Apes protagonist was the best thing the new trilogy could have done. I mean, yeah, they are definitely the antagonists in the original film, so it was definitely they tried to twist it. They tried to do something different. Planet Apes from okay, I'm not gonna say that out loud. Depends. It reminds me of Jesus. Oh my God, that is horrible. Um, but in any case, the movie is great. Yeah. As far as the trilogy is concerned, the first one is good. Better than the. Ooh, no. Wait, what are you talking about? Welcome to the stream, Nathan. But Better than the OGs. Oh, you're making fun. Oh, OGs is what you meant to say. Yeah, no. The OGs are the OGs. You know what I mean? It's like not liking it's like I don't know. There are very few Godzilla movies that are comparable to 1954. And even for some people who love Minus One as much as I did, which I now consider to be my favorite Godzilla movie, I had a lot of trouble admitting that it was better than 54. And my problem with, and my point being, is that you're just so passive in saying it's way better than the OGs. It's not way better than the OGs. The OGs are great. In the next movie, I will say, while it would be more fantastical like Godzilla X Kong, it will be a definitive Yako movie. Here's what I mean by that. Please let me watch Cindy 2. No, 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 no. It will showcase him as his full potential, not just in power sets, backstory, and action scenes, but also a massive character for him. I'm wanting this film to be the best Yako film so far. Well, yeah, that's always the goal, to make the newest one better than the last one, and I have complete hope that you will make it better. And that's just how it's just how you improve, right? Glucial, man. What Glucial? I don't have a figure near me that is Glucial. You say no. You haven't seen them. How do you know? Well, what I'm referring to is the first movie compared to the originals. If you're going to compare the first of the trilogy to the first of the originals is better. 72. Plus, steady. No, I'm spamming it now. Nuh-uh. Not even that will change my mind. But Nathan, answer your question, or not to answer your question, but to make a point. I don't even think if I were to watch the remaining two, I'm gonna like them more than the originals, because the originals are just the original. You know, that's just doesn't get any better than that. Oh man, let me see here. Where did it go here? Where's it at? There we go. Let me see this. While it'll be a fantastical action fantasy, it will be entirely Yako's story, not with other characters or multiverse getting in his way like the first two films. No, this is 100% his movie. Yeah, that's great. I mean, if it centers more on him, that's always great. You always want to have that. The main antagonist is hinted at the post-credit scene of Yako 2. Oh, I don't think I even saw that actually. I mean, I've seen the film. I don't think I saw the post-credit scene. The original is just the original. I mean, yeah, my point being though is that the original on Planet of the Apes, at least, is what started everything, and it was just so good. I mean, it was so inventive for its time. You have to love it. Yap. Why you're saying yap because you haven't seen it. You should see it though, Doctor Eagle Fart. I know your real name, but I don't know if you want me to say that. You should see it. You should definitely see. Whatchamacallit? Planet of the Apes. Why are you yawning like you did hard work today? Well, for one, it's nighttime-ish. It's getting there, so I get tired around this time like any other person. And secondly, I technically did do hard work today, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. Going around doing all kinds of things. In fact, by the way, Clorox, is this the first time you joined like a stream of mine? My God, it's a long time since you were able to catch it. Every other time you always missed it. You always were upset about that. Steady to now. You'd have to. I'm telling you, man. No. You'd have to hold me at gunpoint, and I know you couldn't do that because you're on the, wherever you are. You're wherever you are. I'm where I am. I like the original Planet of the Apes. I'm surprised it's not a bigger franchise, to be honest. Well, it's overlooked because the newer ones are, admittedly very good and are, visually amazing for their effects. But of course, the original is just so good. It is overlooked. Excuse me. It's overlooked. Largely because even though it was 5 original films, only one. People make the argument that only the first one was good. I personally like the first 2, but everything after that is not that good. It just gets worse as far as the original 5 are concerned. You should watch the post-credit scene. It could hype you up with who it is. All right, I'll watch it after the stream. I always miss it because I'm on the home. I'm watching from home. Oh, really? Wait, Evan, you have a job? Oh, well, I have a part-time job kind of thing. But that's not what I was referring to when I said I had a long day today. It was other things. But it's not like a job, part-time job. A real job. It's funny to say that job. A real job I want to get over the summer. I don't know. I don't doing what I don't know. It's good question. Um, there goes yawning again. It's just nighttime, man. That's just what it is. It's not that I'm tired. People can yawn and they're not tired at all. No, that's the case with me at least. I don't know about you guys. Um, but let me see here. Yes. But yeah, no, I have to figure out what I'm gonna get with this $200. I'm talking about the visa. I have to figure out what I'm gonna get on that. But hopefully it'll work out great. Let me see here. Look at that. Well. Yako 2 version point 22. When's your next giveaway? Well, I only have one a year, and it's for the Thanksgiving Awards, and that's Thanksgiving time. So you're gonna have to wait until then. Do you plan on joining for this year's Thanksgiving Awards? Because I remember last year you didn't, because at the time you just weren't around to be a part of it. But do you plan on joining this one? Um, where is? Oh, um, let me see here. Sorry, just exited the stream for a second. Let me go back here. I'm gonna take a lot of time to plan things out for this film. My friend obviously prefers the goofy action side of Godzilla, whereas I want to give Yako a full movie dedicating to his character arc. Yeah, no, this I agree with you actually. I think the more serious approach is the better approach because you don't want people to make fun of the movie in any way. Of course, if there's little bits of what can I say? If there's little bits of humor that definitely won't hurt. In fact, it's helpful, to make it not just one tone throughout the whole movie. But what can I say? You just want to make sure it is, it is more serious, right? You get more things done that way. I'm going to be at all the Thanksgiving aways for the rest of my life. Yeah, well, who knows how long those are going to last? You know what I mean? Hopefully, I'll be at the Thanksgiving Awards this year. Yeah. In fact, Yako, have you ever even really stayed? Like, I think you joined one, but you dropped out. Do you ever plan? Like, I don't think you ever ended up submitting one. Also, by the way, give me 1 second. Sorry. Sorry about that. I'm back. Let me see here. Hopefully, I joined in 122, but left due to the death of. Oh yeah. I think I remember that. Yeah, yeah. Well, though of course there's obviously that's obviously more than a reasonable reason. But hopefully I'll join this year. Yeah, no, I hope you do. Of course, I can't ever promise anybody a spot because it's all about who gets there first. You know what I mean? First 10 people to comment, I'd like to enter. So it really is just as soon as, in fact, people know that about the announcement video so much so that when you release it, people I don't even know or I've never met before just immediately go straight into it. Um, and just comment, I'd like to enter immediately. And I'm wary of that sometimes because I notice that a lot of like bots and like, fake YouTube channels join, and it's like, okay, well, I can't obviously say yes to you because I know that you won't submit anything. And in fact, just putting $50 giveaway in the title, I think, is what attracts it, obviously, because excuse me, because you know, giveaways, money. I mean, you're attracting all kinds of people. Um, but yeah, it is an interesting process. Let me see here. Let me see here. But hopefully, Evan, we love and miss you. Thank you, Clorox. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Um, Love you too, and everybody else in the stream. You definitely take. No, I came back in time to prove that that was not true. Believe me, I would not ever risk doing that in the middle of a stream because that's just anything could happen. So I could end up being gone for like 10 minutes, and by that point I lose my whole audience because that's what happens, right? Also, I don't know if I mentioned this either, but the King Caesar versus Wolfman versus King Kong is officially my most popular video now. So for years, we're talking years, Shin Godzilla versus Space Godzilla toy battle, which is a horrible video, by the way. It's always the horrible videos that get the most views. That had 8K views. That was my most popular video. Now it was overtaken by King Caesar versus Wolfman versus King Kong, which is 8.4K. So that's great. That's great news. Hopefully I get to 10K views. That would be pretty cool. Love that for sure. Yeah, that's all. That's great just to know that video alone. I like how you figure out, or YouTube gives you the opportunity to see how many subscribers you gain from people specifically watching a video of yours. So, for instance, with that video, I got like 45 subscribers just from that video. So, that's a pretty big help, I think, making that. I mean, you never know. I didn't think making it would reach that point, but it did. So, um, you know, but that's the case with that. Let me see here. Whoops. Hold on, let me refresh. YouTube? No, it's not doing that. But in any case. So the fan film. Does anybody have any questions about the fan film? Because I know I gave a little update earlier in the stream, but I was curious if you guys actually have any comments or things you'd like to ask about it. Any questions at all about it? Again, the trailer will probably be coming out in. Oh man, if I want to. Huh. The trailer might not be coming out until like August. There's still so much time until the trailer comes out that you know, I can't really talk about it in the streams because there's no updates on it. Usually I would have it, be a discussion in the streams in the sense that, oh, trailer coming out in a few, next week, but there's just so much time between now and the trailer being released that I can't really talk much about it other than giving these few updates. It's always a relief to to release it on to release the trailer because as soon as you release the trailer, it's almost like um, you can now finally say the name of the film. I've never told you guys the name of it, obviously, because I never really reveal the name. Um, you know, what am I saying? I never really I don't like to release the name of the fan film until the day that the fan film comes out. So. Um, let me see here. There we go. Drinker. No, I'm not answering that on this stream. Of course, you want me to answer that, but I'm not going to answer that on this stream. Also, give me 1 second. Plus, no one would. Well, actually, no one would really be upset. But no, I'm not going to do that. Better things to do than that. That is the Thanksgiving awards again. Work again. I forgot. Well, I said a little bit earlier, but basically, it's like I make an announcement for it in October, and the prize is always the same. It's a $50 Amazon gift card. But I make the announcement for it in October, and like about a month before the deadline. So you have a month to work on this video that you make based off of the theme. So the theme of the Thanksgiving Awards might be, I've never done this, but a music video, which I won't ever do also because it's nah, no one is ever going to make a video of themselves dancing for the Thanksgiving Awards. I certainly wouldn't if I entered in somebody else's contest. But let's just say it's a music video, right? So the theme of this year's Thanksgiving Awards is a music video. You got to release it by this day. You also have to make sure that it's between 1 and 3 minutes long. You also have to, blah, 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 all these rules. And I list them in this announcement video, like I said, that comes out a month before the video. And if you, and the first 10 people to comment, I'd like to enter, are automatically entered into the contest. And if you drop out, there's also a waiting list, and people on that waiting list then will fill up the spot of the person that dropped out. People send in their videos by the deadline, and whichever person has the best video wins. And also, there's a second in place prize of typically it's been getting a sneak peek of my most recent fan film. But that is about that's about it. In fact, the last one. Let me try and find it here. 2023 Thanksgiving Awards. Oh wow. Gotta click a mess in this video. Yeah, this is I wish I had auto. So I filmed the Thanksgiving Awards 2023 on my Canon camera. The problem was that it wasn't in focus. I wish I got it in autofocus, but I didn't, which, God, stupid of me. It really was. Yeah, it's. Yeah, I wish I had done that. I was slightly out of focus in that. It sucks. No, a music video is an example. There's not. I'm not actually gonna make a music video the theme. God forbid. That would be ridiculous. But yeah, no, not gonna happen. Let me see here. But yeah. But I don't know what this year's theme will be. I really don't really even give it some thought as to what it might be until, I don't know when really. Just maybe not even literally weeks before, because it's just let me see here. But I don't know. I would never make a music video as the theme. That's just absolutely ridiculous. Let me see here. I don't know. What do you guys think it should be? If you were to give a suggestion for the next one. What do you guys think? Something I haven't done before, which might be troublesome to remember because I've done a lot of them. You know, might not be. What would you consider your worst film, Evan? That's a good question. My worst, well, okay, that's actually okay. It's also a good question and also an easy one because it's an easy one in the sense that, it's like I don't know, one of my first ones. But I'll, oh my god, the classic answer I think is Steady 2, just because it was a purely unnecessary sequel. It was so bad. It really, okay. Sorry. If it's considered worst in the sense of my own interpretation, then it's easily the first fan film I ever made. Which, as far as my Godzilla story is concerned, is the first one, which is Godzilla vs. Baragon that I made in 2016 of my Showa series. That was technically the worst because it was one of the earliest ones. But if you're going to talk about the worst in terms of worst reviewed, worst I got the most criticism for it and the most and to even like it was also admittedly very bad. It would be Steady 2, 100%. It's the only fan film that I certainly ever unlisted or privated. So what does that tell you? But yeah. Um, see here. Oh, I see. What was the plot of City 2? Well, I won't even get into that too because it's like why would I? It's just so bad. Um, you know, I also would. I mean, it's also that you're talking about the plot of a movie is no easy thing. I mean, I guess I could talk about it if I wanted to, but I don't because that movie is just bad. Yeah. Um, where'd it go? What would you say is my worst film, or better yet, or even better, worst Godzilla movie and worst King Kong movie? Uh, um, well, okay. I don't know which one you want me to answer first. Um, I don't know if for your own sake. I mean, I guess it's the same thing with you, right? Where maybe your worst film was perhaps. I don't like using the word worst, but maybe your worst one was perhaps your first one because everyone's earliest film is not their best, right? Um, that would probably be my answer to that. But as far as worst Godzilla movie, well, my least favorite Godzilla movie is Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla, and my worst King Kong movie is probably honestly there. I would say this is technically the worst, but it's not bad. I just have to say it's the worst because it's my least favorite of the three. But it's probably King Kong 1976. Like the Twin Towers. I mean, come on. No offense. I mean, I get they're trying to do something different, but it's just like not really necessary. Um, could you at least tell me the plot, please? Well, look at the time. It's time to end the stream, guys. I'm very sorry, Godzilla Not. I just jumped right into the film. No credits are opening. Easy GVK for both. Poop film. All right. Well, that was the last thing I was going to read. But thank you guys so much for watching this live stream. Thank you so much for attending. Hope you enjoyed.